Hi everyone, very good afternoon to all of you. I hope everyone is good. So I welcome you in this particular video where we are going to decode 2 years of PYQs today. We will be starting with 2022 and after, as and when we will complete 2022's, PYQs here, we will jump towards PYQs of 2021 as well. So yes, this class is going to be little long, but we will ensure that we cover each and every MCQ or each and every question that has been asked in 2 of the years here. Hi Satyat, very good afternoon. Hi Rahul, very good afternoon. So I think without any delay, we should start the class so that we can complete it on time, right? Alright, so the first question is about Pradhan Mantri Kisan Manthan Yojana. I hope that my purpose is completed. Whatever information I've given you in decoding previous 2-year question papers, I've told you in one of the question papers, high questions were there from schemes. Of course, when I talk about 2024, you have seen already कि जो questions है वो indexes से भी पूछे गए हैं. When I compare it with 2023, the question paper was little hard. Why? Because we had to examine the kind of scheme that examiner was trying to ask from us. So this is a kind of difference. Now let's analyze that what kind of, or maybe what is the toughness level of 2022. So this is about Kisan Manthan Yojana. If you talk about the information is given or not, so yes, examiner has already told you that he's asking question related to this particular scheme. So this Manthan Yojana exactly says that Anil is 46 years old, okay, 5 hectares land that particular individual is having. Harsh, who is 35 years old, expects to receive a pension of 3,000 per month after age of 60. And when I talk about Sahil, the age is 36 years old, okay, has enrolled in NPS as well. Now you people tell me which one is the correct answer. Only one, both 1 and 2 and 3, only 3, 1, 2, 3, या फिर only 2. Which one is the one? E, only 2. So I hope that whosoever knows the requirements as well as the eligibility part of Kisan Manthan Yojana, everyone knows that when I talk about Kisan Manthan Yojana, this is a kind of insurance scheme which is there. अब यहाँ पे age eligibility भी बहुत important है, 18 to 40 years. Along with that, you people should remember that this particular initiative has been taken for small and marginal farmers. क्या small and marginal farmers की जो land है, is that 5 hectares? The answer is no. That is up to 2 hectares. So this is again wrong. This is of course correct, and when I talk about someone who is enrolled in NPS already, so that particular individual will not be enrolled here. So of course the answer is E. So E, that is only 2, is the correct answer. Along with that, this information regarding to this particular scheme becomes very important because we never know कि हो सकता है कुछ छोटा सा news है but examiner आपसे question जो है वो पूछ सकता है. So we are going to analyze the rest of the information as well. सबसे पहले it is very important that it is a voluntary as well as contributory pension scheme specifically for small and marginal farmers. Maybe examiner can ask you a question related to this also, that the one can consider the statement of small and marginal farmers, and of course the one can give you multiple statements, multiple options below where it is all related to the hectares of land. So maybe 5 hectares of land up to 2 hectares of land. So you people have to simply answer up to 2 hectares of land. क्योंकि जो small and marginal farmers होते हैं, हम उनको कैसे consider करते हैं? अगर किसी भी farmer की जो land है, अगर वो up to 2 hectares of land है, so हम उनको ही consider करते हैं. NABARD के लिए specifically जो बच्चे prepare कर रहे हैं, उनके लिए this is a must question. Along with that, when it was launched, so the year of 2019, it's a kind of initiative that has been taken to provide social security even after the retirement age. So of course those individuals who are in the informal sector, and specifically when I talk about specifically the agricultural sector, so कहीं ना कहीं इनको social security provide करने की बात करी जा रही है. और जब मैं यहाँ पे social security provide करने की बात करती हूँ, so always remember it is managed by LIC. This is also something which is very very important. The age is very important here, that is 18 से लेके 40 years तक. That is the reason I tell you each and every time. अभी भी अटल पेंशन योजना, जीवन ज्योति बीमा योजना, सुरक्षा बीमा योजना के 10 years have been completed. I request all to see age eligibility criteria. I request everyone to go through in between the lines so that if a question is getting asked, you people should be able to answer that. That is a very obvious question. Okay, so हो सकता है कि question जो है वो पूछा जाए. Now this is about the objective. Everyone knows about it. This is just a crux. Contribution कितना चाहिए? That is 55 to 200. So हो सकता है इसके ऊपर जो क्वेश्चन है वो भी पूछा जाए. मे बी दे कैन आस्क यू क्वेश्चन की जो अमाउंट, जो पेंशन अमाउंट रहता है वो कितना है. सो दैट इज 3000 पर मंथ. सो मे बी दिस काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन कैन बी आस्क्ड टू पीपल. ओके, ऑलराइट. सो दिस इज समथिंग व्हिच वी आर ऑलरेडी डन विद. Okay, so this is also very important. The one who comes into the, or maybe the one who wants to get benefit under Kisan Mantri Yojana, that particular individual should not be enrolled in other social security. That is the reason we saw that NPS is an exclusion here and not an inclusion part. Okay, now this is about the benefits. I request everyone to go through this information by yourself only. Okay, I've included each and everything here. Next question says, now this is match of the following. Okay, the first question is about the breed of the milk cattle. Next statement says that there is one girl who belongs to the SC community and wants to set up one green field project. Third says a married woman who recently moved to the city with her husband and now they are in need of a shelter. So you are given three schemes here. The first one says One Stop Center, Rashtra Gokul Mission and Stand Up India. You people have to tell me which one is the correct answer. A, B, C, D or E. Which one is the correct answer here? Is that A, B, C, D, E? Satyat, Rahul, please be very quick. If you are able to see here, that is something which is related to milking of cattle, right? Anyone here who wants to answer this question? Second ka A. First is with Q, okay. First is with Q. Next they are talking about Stand Up India initiative, right? So second is with whom? That is with R, and of course third is with P. So accordingly A is the correct answer here. And I have told you already, अगर कुछ इस तरीके का क्वेश्चन आता भी है जो जिसका आपको ऑलरेडी इन्फॉर्मेशन या फिर उतना नॉलेज नहीं है, आपने इससे पहले नहीं पढ़ा है, बट यहाँ पे जब गोकुल आएगा ना, गोकुल मीन्स a kind of society where number of cows are living. So उससे थोड़ा सा reference लेके, थोड़ा सा hint लेके, even if you do not have an idea about it, आप hint लेके easily कर सकते हो, ठीक है? So that is how these are the important things which you have to remember. Next question says, now next question is about Bhoomi का Rashi portal. Bhoomi is what? Your soil, right? Your land. अब ये जो भूमि का राशि, राशि means what? Money. So अगर government जो है, अगर किसी को government को project कहीं भी चलाना है, हो सकता है कि कुछ bridge जो है वो build करना है, फिर हो सकता है कुछ highway वगैरह बनाना है, उसके लिए personal land जो है वो acquire करनी पड़ती है. So उसके लिए कितना amount या फिर adequate amount जो है वो normal individual को मिलना चाहिए, that is what the scheme is all related to. So we are having three statements here. The government has started transferring compensation directly to beneficiaries. It is integrated with public financial management system. It is mandatory for all projects implementing agencies. Which one is the correct option here? Only 1, 2, 3, only 3, 1, 2, 3 or फिर only 2? Which one is the correct answer? Satyat says D. 1, 2, 3. Anyone else who wants to answer this question? Anyone else who wants to answer this question? All right. So if you are able to see this information as well, of course that D1 is the correct answer, and even if you are able to see this information here, so of course there was one news which was related to Bhoomi Rashi portal. Of course this is the news that is related to 2022, but still we see in 2022 itself a question was asked related to that. So that is a kind of screenshot that I've pasted here right from PIB, so that you people can get to know कि अगर छोटा सा भी कोई news है तो उसके related भी question जो है वो पूछा जाता है. Next question is about National Cooperative Development Corporation. Rahul has recently completed his graduation with a professional degree. He wants to do an internship and has to be assigned to the National Cooperative Development Mission. Under which of the following schemes is he likely to be enrolled to gain field experience and become self-reliant? Is it Sahakar Mitra scheme of internship, Yuva Sahakar, Ayushman Sahakar scheme, all of the above, or फिर none of the above? Which one is the correct answer? Satyat says fourth ka A. Alright. So A is the correct answer. Now your responsibility here is, although I am not completing it, but what becomes your responsibility? सबसे पहले सहकार योजना के बारे में हर एक information लेना. Do not miss out rest of the options as well, because if you see the trend and if you analyze it, many a times you could have seen कि हो सकता है कि question इन सारे जो हमारे जो बाकी हमारा जो युवा सहकार है और जो आयुष्मान सहकार स्कीम है, हो सकता है कि इससे रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन को पूछ लिया जाए. So that is the reason I tell you every time. This is something which is a kind of favorite activity of UPSC as well. So I request, although this is a kind of regulatory exam, I know, but I request you all कि हो सकता है कि इसमें से भी कुछ related question पूछा जाए. So better is a chance that we, better is a thing that we go through this information also. That is, a kind of scheme that have been discussed in the, the other options as well. Now this is a kind of, information that has been given on it. Next question is about Matsya Sampada Yojana. Okay, that is about Matsya Sampada Yojana. People have to tell me which of the following is not an objective of the Matsya Sampada Yojana. One is doubling the income of fishers, enhancement of production as well as productivity, free education to the children of fishermen under Matsya Sampada Yojana, strengthening infrastructure in post-harvest management, if we provide social, physical, economic security to the fisherman. Satyat says C. Anyone else who wants to answer this question? Rahul says C. Alright, so C is the correct answer here. So from this particular thing, what we get to know कि 2022 में कहीं ना कहीं थोड़े से easy kind of questions भी पूछे गए थे, so features भी important है, ठीक है? No one knows the trend. अब आने जो हमारे 2024 से जो पिछले exams थे, उसमें जो examiner है, that was highly emphasizing on asking schemes, but 2024 में we saw कि schemes से कम question थे, indexes से ज़्यादा questions थे. तो जितना भी possible चीज़ें हैं, जितने भी possible areas हैं जिसको हम touch करके exactly we can fulfill that. So of course you have to touch those areas exactly from your from the entire syllabus, whichever is possible. Of course that is going to help you in this examination. Next question says Pradhan Mantri Vyaya Vandana Yojana, and the identity you have to, and you have to identify the correct ones related to this particular Yojana here. The tenure of this policy is set at 10 years. One can invest in a maximum amount of 70,000 under this particular scheme. Pension is payable monthly, quarterly, half yearly or yearly as per the pensioner's preference at the time of purchase. Which is the correct answer? Only one, both 1 and 2, only 3, 1 and 3, 1, 2, 3. Which one is the correct answer? Satyat says C. Anyone else who wants to answer this question? Alright, so D, that includes first and third. Wait, let me go through the, okay. So the correct answer here is that includes 10 years, yes. Alright, so 1 and 3 is the exact amount here, is the exact option here. The maximum investment is 15 lakhs and that is not 70,000 here. So of course first and third one is the correct answer. Okay, next question says, now this is entire information about Pradhan Mantri, Vyaya Vandana Yojana. Okay, now this is the amount that you can clearly see here. Next question says, now this is a question related to PM Cares. PM Cares for Children scheme, which of the following statements are correct? Children who lost both parents, legal guardian or surviving parents to COVID-19 are eligible. A portal has been launched for registration approvals as well as assistance. All eligible children are covered under Ayushman Bharat with 5 lakh of health insurance. Which is the correct answer? Only 1, both 1 and 2, only 3, both 2 and 3, if it 1, 2, 3. Which one is the correct answer? Satyath, 7th ka E. Rahul also says E. Alright, so E is the correct answer. All of the statements are correct. Good. Next question is about Stand Up India initiative, the crucial one. I've told you that recently also 9 years have been completed and this becomes important again for this year as well. Now you people have to tell me that it provides bank loans that is between 10 lakhs se leke 1 crore, at least one women borrower per branch. Loans are repayable, that is up to 7 years with a moratorium of up to 36 months. Interest rate shall not exceed MCLR plus 4% plus tenure premium. Which one is the correct answer? Both 1 and 3, only 1, 1, 2, 3, only 3, or 2 and 3. Which one is the correct answer? I have already given, if you have completed my static portion, I have already told you about MCLR. This is a kind of lending rate on the basis of which or using which commercial bank ensure that whatever benefit they have got from RBI, they are transferring it to the customers as well. Satyat says B. Rahul, do you want to answer this question? Alright, so C, that includes 3 of the options here. All of the options are correct. Okay, now this is the rest of the information about Stand Up India. I request everyone to go through each and every information here. Next statement says, next question says PM E-Vidyalaya and identify the correct ones as well. It enables 1, digital, online and on-air access to education. It includes use of radio, community radio as well as podcasts. Now next question, the next statement says specially content is created for visually as well as hearing impaired learners as well. Now which one is the correct answer? 1, 2 and 3 only, only 3, 1 and 3, only 1 if it 1, 2, 3. Which one is the correct answer? Rahul says E. Anyone else who wants to answer this question? Satyarth also says E. Alright, so E, that includes 3 are the correct answer. Next question is about what was the theme of Literacy Week that was observed by Ministry of Education from 1st to 8th of September 2019. Is it literacy and multilingualism, inclusivity for all, literacy to improve living standards, sabka saath sabka vikas, ya fir nota? Which one is the correct answer? Is it A, B, C, D, E? Satyarth says 10th ka A. Now what becomes your responsibility? To see the theme of this year as well. They've asked about 2019, but you have to consider this year as well. Alright, so the correct answer is literacy as well as multilingualism. Okay, next question is about one ration card initiative, One Nation, One Ration Card initiative. The One Nation, One Ration Card initiative was launched initially in 4 states in August 2019. Since then, it has expanded in phases and currently covers 77 crore of beneficiaries, approximately 96.8% of this population across the country. The technological infrastructure supporting this particular initiative includes biometric, authentication, electronic point of sales devices, and integration with Aadhaar identification as well. This robust digital foundation ensures transparency, reduction in the leakages, minimizes corruption in the public distribution system. Real-time monitoring capabilities allow authorities to track distribution pattern and quickly address emerging issues. Beyond its immediate food security benefits, this particular initiative represents a significant advancement in governance. As one of the India's most ambitious public welfare digitalization initiative, it demonstrates how technology can enhance services delivery for the most vulnerable segment of the society. The program has been internationally recognized as an innovation approach to addressing the food security challenges. Now, during COVID-19 pandemic, over the past 2 years, this program has made a significant contribution in ensuring subsidized food reach National Food Security Act beneficiaries, particularly migrant beneficiaries. Along with that, it has given it has whatever this approach is a kind of citizen-centric approach. It has also ensured that this is giving benefit to 80 crore of beneficiaries. So this is what is the aim and the target here. On which of the following days did this particular initiative receive PM award for excellence in public administration in 2020? Is it good governance, 15 Civil Services Day, International Women, Republic Day, if it's Independence Day? I think Satyarth and Rahul both have answered me already. Correct. So that is A. Okay. Next question says, under which of the following acts has NORC scheme been implemented for a nationwide portability for ration cards? Food Corporation Act to 1964, none of the above. Food Safety and Standards, National Food Security Act, National Institute of Technology, Food Technology and Bill. I think this is the easiest one here because they've already given you the answer, right? Again, both have given me the correct answer, that is D. And this is in front of you only. If you read the paragraph again, this is in front of you only. In case of non-supply of entitled goods, quantities of food, grains or meals to entitled person under this particular initiative, such person shall be entitled to receive food security allowance from which government entity to be paid within the time frame and manner as prescribed by the central government. Is it state government, central government, district administration, municipal corporation, or gram panchayat? Which one is the one? Rahul, Satyarth? Satyarth says A. Alright, A is the correct answer. Good. Next question says, as on February 2022, this particular initiative mentioned in the passage has been implemented in how many Indian states as well as UTs? Is it 35, 28, is it 27, 33, if again nota? Which one is the correct answer? Satyarth, Rahul? Okay, Satyarth says D. Alright, A, that includes 35 Indian states including UTs as well, is the correct answer. Okay. Next question is about SMILE initiative. The Department of Social Justice and Empowerment has introduced the SMILE initiative. This initiative represents a kind of holistic approach specifically for addressing the unique challenges that are specifically faced by my vulnerable sections of the society. Along with that, it is specifically focusing on the transgender community as well, and individuals who are who are enrolled in the begging activity activities across India. This framework encompasses two complementary sub-schemes that are designed to strengthen and broaden the scope of fundamental rights available to these marginalized groups. Through this carefully structured approach, the scheme offers essential legal safeguards while simultaneously creating pathways towards a more secure as well as dignified existence for beneficiaries. Recognizing that marginalization occurs across multiple dimensions, the SMILE initiative adopts a comprehensive kind of strategy addressing various aspects of the human development. The program provides support related to identity recognition as well as documentation, just to ensure that individuals can access their basic civil rights. Additionally, it offers critical healthcare services tailored to the specific needs of the transgender community. The educational component of SMILE initiative aims to enhance literacy as well as educational attainment among beneficiaries, while vocational training as well as employment linkages create sustainable livelihood opportunities. The scheme also addresses the fundamental need for safeguard and supporting housing. Along with that, though, this multifaceted approach, SMILE represents an important step towards inclusive development, incorporating principles of social justice, human dignity, as well as equal opportunity for the traditionally kind of thing. Now, please tell me, under this particular initiative, which initiative provides shelter homes that is offering clothes, medical support, skill development opportunities as well as recreational facilities for the transgender community? Garima Greh, support for marginalized individuals, transgender protection homes, rehabilitation centers, या फिर comprehensive rehabilitation facilities. Which one is the one? Is it A, B, C, D, E? Satyat, Rahul, have you given me the correct answer of this question? All right. So both have given me the correct answer. The answer is Garima Greh here. Okay. Next question says the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment has allocated how much crores specifically for SMILE initiative, and right from 2021 to 22 till what, till which year? Is it 275 crore 25-26, 225 crore 24-25, 405 crores 23-24, 365 crores 24-25, if it's 365 crores 25-26? Which one is the correct answer? Okay, Satyad, got it. 16th ka B. All right. So E, that includes 365 crore 1. Along with that, it has been implemented right from 21-22 till 25-26. So this is something which you need to remember. E is the correct answer here. And now we see that 25-26 is the end date here. Maybe they can ask you, or maybe they can repeat this question again. So SMILE initiative को एक बार फिर से कर लेना, ठीक है? All right. Next question says the passage. Okay. Now we have another question. All right. So India recently entered into a significant trade agreement. Now we got to know that they are asking questions on agreement as well. So this is also which is important. Now they consider that this is a significant trade agreement with the developed nations that has been entered here, that aims to strengthening the bilateral economic ties and to enhance the market ties as well. The agreement marks a strategic milestone in the India's trade diplomacy, being one of the first comprehensive partnerships signed with the developed economy in a more than decade period. Now, it is designed to deepen cooperation in sectors like textiles, pharmaceuticals, education, information technology, and this is promoting mutual investment flows as well. Along with that, both nations have committed reducing tariffs, and specifically this preferential market access has also been provided to each other's goods and services. For India, this means expanded access for key labor-intensive sector, while partner countries gains preferential entry into the Indian markets as well for its premium exports. Beyond tariffs, the agreement also seeks streamline the trade procedures and encourage collaborations in areas like innovation, research, as well as skill development. The agreement has geopolitically significance too, as both countries are part of wider regional efforts to build resilient as well as diversified supply chains in the Indo-Pacific. The recent years, India has actively negotiated in similar kind of trade agreements with other nations as well, signaling a shift in its global trade engagement strategy. The legal framework for implementing tariff concessions under this particular agreement relies on specific kind of legislations as well. So guess on Indo-Pacific. All right. So which one is the correct answer here? India-UAE comprehensive partnership, India-UK free trade agreement, India-Japan comprehensive economic partnership agreement, India-Australia economic partnership and trade agreement, basically CETA and SEPA. Okay, and none of the above. Remember, for this year, this particular aspect, this particular agreement is very, very important because it has been formally signed now. Okay, so this becomes the most important one. So D is the correct answer, which includes India-Australia Economic Cooperation and Trade Agreement, which is again CETA. Next question says, which of the following, following this signing of the trade deals discussed in the passage here, how many free trade agreements has India signed in total so far? Is it 19, 13, 21, 28 or 16? Which one is the correct answer? Okay. Satyat says 18th ka bhi. Alright, so 21 is the correct answer here. As of now, as per the data that has been given, 21 FTAs has been signed. Okay, alright. Next question says that, you have to consider these, statements here, and then you have to tell me which one is the correct answer. As of the following statements are correct about the agreement which is mentioned in the passage here, it will enhance economic cooperation between the two countries. First statement. It is India's first trade deal with a developed country in more than 10 years. In other statement, both countries are involved in the supply chain resilience initiative. Which one is the correct answer? Is it only 1, 2 and 3, only 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1 and 3? Which one is the correct answer? Satyarth and Rahul, both of the individuals have said D. Correct. So D is the correct answer as it involves each and every statement that we have read. Next question says, India has agreed to provide preferential access of over 70% of its tariff lines under the agreement that has been discussed in the passage. Under which of the following legislative acts will these tariff changes be implemented? Customs Tariff Act, IGST, Customs and Excise Act. Which one is the correct answer? Only 1, both 1 and 2, only 3, 1, 2, 3, or both 1 and 3. Which one is the correct answer? Nineteenth ka D. Both have given me the, the answer here, but when I talk about this particular answer, the only one is the correct answer. Okay. All right. Next question says, now this is another question in front of our screen which completely says that one of the India's most significant, this is a huge question actually, okay. In one of the India's most significant contribution to global diplomacy in recent years has been the organization of high profile international conferences. So it means right from 2022 only we've seen that they've started asking questions specifically on the Indian conferences as well, okay. All right. So this particular answers the question saying that it was hosted in New Delhi by a leading Indian think tank in collaboration with Ministry of External Affairs. This event has evolved into the flagship platform for discussing critical global challenges and shaping strategic conversation as well. This multilateral forum offers an open and inclusive space for discussions on contemporary global issues ranging from international security and technological advancements to climate change, economic cooperation and shifts in the world order as well. Every edition is built around thematic pillars that help structure the conversation, encouraging wide range of perspectives and fostering constructive dialogue as well. These themes reflect the changing geopolitical landscape and aim to promote a promotive rule-based global order. What makes the event especially unique is its emphasis on diversity of thought, region, background. The conference attracts heads of states, ministers, diplomats, military officials, academicians, business leaders, as well as media professionals as well, all engaging in a dialogue that transcends traditional boundaries. Along with that, rather than being limited to the to the governmental perspectives only, the platform thrives on contribution from civil society, research institutions, and industry leaders, and many of the other cases as well, including space. In the recent years, the organizers have also extended the reach of the event by conducting affiliated side sessions and thematic discussions in various global cities. These sessions serve as a contextualize the discussions in different regional framework and strengthen the international collaboration. Cities like Washington DC, Berlin, Los Angeles have hosted such events, indicating the growing recognition as well as prevalence of the India-led initiatives in the international discourse arena. Now we have gone through each and every information. Based on that, you people please tell me which one is the correct answer here. Which of the following international events is being discussed in the passage? Is it Raisina Dialogue, which is the most important one for this year? I request everyone to not leave it. Along with that, UN Ocean Conference, G7 Summit, Asian Summit, BRICS Summit, which was in news in 2022. You can easily guess from there as well. Satyat says A. Anyone else who wants to give answer? Rahul also says A. Alright, so A, Raisina, dialogue is the correct answer here. Along with that, always remember, when I talk about in collaboration of whom or who collaborates, two parties who collaborate to specifically implement and watch the things on the ground, so always remember it is organized by India's External Ministry in partnership with OBF, that is Observer Research Foundation. They can ask you simply a question related to that as well. Which of the following locations has hosted side events associated with the international dialogue mentioned in the passage? Is it Los Angeles, Berlin, Washington DC? Only one, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, if only 2. Satyarth, Rahul, what do you think? Which one is the correct answer? Which one is the correct answer here? Satyarth says D. Anyone else who wants to answer this question? Alright, so D, that includes all of the above, is the correct answer. Next question says, which of the following statements correctly describe the international dialogue which is mentioned in the passage? Ursula von der Leyen, the president of European Commission, attended as a chief guest of the inaugural session of One Nation. One of the 6 thematic pillars include rethinking democracy, trade, tech, ideology. Participation is limited exclusively to the coordinations. Only 1, 1, 2, only 3, 1, 2, 3, if it both 1 and 3. Which one is the correct answer? Satyat says B. Rahul says A. Alright, so B is the correct answer, which involves first and second option. Next question says, now this is related to human capital index, the World Bank's human capital index. That is the reason we constantly says that international organizations play huge important role. Okay, maybe they can ask you a question, one news which is related to human capital index. Maybe rest of the questions can be made on the static portion of World Bank also. So that is the reason whenever you are going through static portion, always consider that you are clear with each and every portion that is specifically related to international organizations, because high chances that a question can be asked. Now it's a kind of analytical tool that is designed to help countries to assess the extent to which they are investing in health, education, overall well-being of their people. It was first launched in 2018. The index measures the future productivity of a child born today based on indicators related to survival, schooling, as well as health outcomes. The goal is to highlight the importance of investing in human capital to drive sustainable economic growth as well as to reduce poverty. Covering 174 countries and accounting for nearly 98% of the world's population, the HCI is built using pre-pandemic data, largely up to March 2020. It estimates how much human capital a child born today can expect to attain by age of 18 compared to the scenarios of complete education and full health. This evidence-based approach encourages countries to make informed policy decisions that improve education system, healthcare delivery, as well as social protection frameworks. Alongside this index, the World Bank also launched the Human Capital Project, a kind of global initiative that supports countries in strengthening human capital outcomes. Participating nations engage with the project by undertaking reforms in 3 focus areas that includes measurement, research, policy action, and knowledge exchange as well. This kind of project has been seen active participation from a wide range of countries, which is reflecting a growing recognition of the central role human development plays in national progress. Like India, many other nations have been actively engaging in the index to identify the gaps. Along with that, it is going to give a nod to the policymakers that see, this is a kind of gap that you people are having, try to fulfill it. Now the question says the Human Capital Index by World Bank evaluates which of the following core areas, that is based on data from 174 countries as of March 2020. Survival, health, education, only 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, if you're only 3. Which one is the correct answer? Of course you can do. Shubhanshu Tripathi, of course you can do. But subscription provides you one platform, right? If you do not get, of course, you have to, find data. You have to find resources by yourself only. What subscription provides is one guidance. Along with that, we provide mentors as well. So whenever you will write answer, mentors are going to evaluate your answers. You can correctly, or maybe you can directly reach out to the teachers as well and to the team as well, which are your experts, of course. So of course, there are some additional benefits, but if you're very sure about the preparation, you can do by yourself. So of course, that is also correct to do. Alright, so I think people have already given me the answer. The correct answer is D, which includes all of the three options here. As of February 2022, how many countries were actively participating in the World Bank's Human Capital Project, that is taking action in three areas: 76, 63, 83, 89, FA 71. Alright. Hi Shiva, very good afternoon. Which one is the correct option? Satyat says D. Anyone else who wants to answer this question? Alright, so C, that includes 83 is the correct answer here. Next question says, in most of the recent edition of the Human Capital Index, India was ranked at which position after its score improved from 0.44 in 2018 to what new value? Is it 116th, 0.49? Is it 115th? Is it 0.52, 109th? Is it 0.51, 136, 0.46, FA 86, 0.49? Of course we are taking. I'm already done with 2024 PYQs. I'm already done with 2023 as well. Now this is which includes 2022 as well as 2021 question paper. Okay. Okay, so Satyat and Rahul says A. All right. So A is the correct answer here. Good. Next question says, now this is a kind of question which is related to Pradhan Mantri Adarsh Gram Yojana. This completely says that Adarsh Gram Yojana is a central sponsored scheme. Okay. Along with that, it also gives you, kind of hint here. The aim of this particular Yojana is a kind of holistic development of villages with a significant scheduled caste population. The initiative focuses on ensuring that selected villages achieve minimum necessary infrastructure as well as socio-economic development indicators as well. Allowing them to become model villages, the scheme follows a convergence approach, that is integrating resources and efforts from various ongoing central as well as state government schemes for efficient implementation. Initially, the scheme was launched on a pilot basis in some states, in the selected states exactly, with a focus on villages having more than 50% of the SC population. Okay. Over time, it has been expanded to include more states and districts based on the performance as well as administrative capacity as well. The model villages are developed through focused intervention across various state sectors such as health, education, sanitation, housing, electrification as well as livelihood as well. To track progress, the scheme identifies key monitorable indicators to be saturated in each selected village. These indicators help access gaps in socio-economic outcomes as well as to guide the deployment of the resources. Moreover, a robust monitoring of the mechanism ensures timely evaluation and feedback to improve implementation. In recognition to outstanding efforts, certain districts have been awarded for their exemplary performance. Now, people tell me that which of the following states were not part of the initial pilot phase when PM Adarsh Gram Yojana was launched: Rajasthan, Assam, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, or Tamil Nadu. Satyat and Rahul says, Satyat says A and Rahul says D. All right, so the correct answer is B, that is Assam. Okay. Okay, Assam is the correct answer. Who was included? Rajasthan, Bihar, Tamil Nadu as well as Andhra Pradesh. This is what it says. Next question says, under PM Adarsh Gram Yojana, how many socio-economic monitorable indicators have been identified for saturation in the selected village? Do not mark it as the correct answer. I have doubt here. I'll just correct it and I'll let you know. Okay, I think Assam was part of it. I'm still doubtful about this particular answer which has been given. So I'll just correct it. Even like I am doubtful. Okay, 98% whatever the whatever the answer has been given, that is correct. But considering 2% doubt, I'll just see it and I'll let you know if it is the correct answer or not. Okay. Next question says, under the PM Adarsh Gram Yojana, how many socio-economic monitorable indicators have been identified for the saturation in the selected villages? 60, 50, 40, 30, FA 20. Which one is the correct answer? Satyat says 26th ka A. 28th ka A. Anyone else who wants to answer this question? Alright, so C, which includes 40, is the correct answer. Next question says, which of the following districts have been recognized for the Best District Award for effective implementation of PM Adarsh Gram Yojana? Is it Raipur, Chhattisgarh, Hamirpur, Himachal Pradesh, Gaya, Bihar, Madurai, Tamil Nadu, ya fir Jhabua, Madhya Pradesh? It's okay, Rahul, it's okay. It's completely okay. Which one is the correct answer? Satyat, Rahul? Do you want to answer this question? Okay, Satyat says C. Alright, B, which is Hamirpur, Himachal Pradesh is the correct answer. Next question says, now this is all related to sovereign gold bond. Now what we have observed in the previous year, that every year, even if you consider 2022, 23, 24, every year the question has been asked from sovereign gold bond scheme. So this year, for this year also, you have to prepare each and every part which has been asked. Okay, you have to prepare the options, you have to prepare in general as well. Now this question, which is all related to sovereign gold bond schemes only, premature redemption is allowed after 5 years from the date of issuance subject to 20-day window. The following individuals applied for premature redemption in 2022 whose application will be eligible: a lady from Hindu undivided family who invested 12 kgs of sovereign gold bond in 2017 series 1. Is the limit 12 kg? A lady who purchased bonds in the name of her minor daughter in 2017 series 2. A lady who purchased 50 grams in 2016 series 2. Which one is the correct answer? Only 1, 2 and 3. Only 3, 2, 1, 2, 3 या फिर 1 and 3 only. Which one is the correct answer? Satyat says B. Anyone else who wants to answer this question? Alright. So the correct answer here is C, that includes only 3. Wait. Okay. ठीक है. Only 3 is the correct answer. ठीक है. All right. Next is about 2021 here. Okay. Next, paper we are going to analyze of 2023. 2021. Now, in that, the first question is about STARS initiative, that is strengthening teaching, learning and results for states. It's a kind of project that comes under Ministry of Education. But which organization sanctioned the funds and what was the amount? Is it Asian Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, US $500 million, New Development Bank $500 million, World Bank $500 million, IMF $500 million, if it Asian Development Bank? Now, as and when I see this particular question, I remember of Merit Initiative. Now, Merit Initiative is also one of the initiatives which comes under the Ministry of Education only, that is specifically for enhancing education, that is technical education. But in that as well, a kind of external assistance has been taken. The total budget allocation is of 40 to 100 crores. But what World Bank has given here is half of the total budget, that is 2100. So if a question is asked to you people, always remember this is Merit Initiative. Okay, Merit scheme, total budget is 42 100 CR, out of which 2100 is a kind of contribution which is made by the central government. 2100 is the external assistance. Okay, external assistance by World Bank. So maybe such kind of question can also be asked. Okay. Next question says C is the correct answer. Now this is the entire information about STARS initiative. Next question says again one ration, one nation, one ration card initiative. This completely says that states can avail an additional borrowing, that is limit of 0.25% of their gross GDP, state GDP, gross state domestic product, as in state GDP. Okay. Now if they fulfill two of the requirements here, one, Aadhaar seeding for all of the ration cards and beneficiaries, automation of all of the FPs in the state. Now, which of the following regarding one nation, one ration card is the correct one? Enables state to better target beneficiaries, reduces leakages by eliminating bogus, duplicate eligible card holders, facilitates seamless portability of ration cards as well as biometric authentication through FPS automation with ePOS devices, primarily benefits the migrant labor forces only. Which one is the correct answer? Is it 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 4, all of the above, या फिर 2, 3, 4. Take your time and tell me which one is the correct answer. Alright, so I think most of the people say is D, that is all. Alright, so D, all of the above is the correct answer. Next question. Now this is a kind of information which is related to this particular initiative. Okay. Next question is about TRIPS. That is trade related aspect of intellectual property rights. If anyone is aware about the static portion of ESI here, so everyone knows that when I talk about intellectual property, it's an important part of investment, right? So when I talk about this particular initiative, as in when I talk about this particular aspect, council meeting of WTO, what were the proposal that made jointly by India and South Africa, proposing a waiver to facilitate access to medicine as well as vaccine during the pandemic, strengthening the geographical indication framework to protect the livelihoods of traditional artisans, seeking a waiver on domestic market requirement for developing country exports to developed countries, advocating temporary suspensions of certain intellectual property rights to address public health emergencies. If all of the above, which one is the correct answer here? Difference between paid and free batch, this is very like, I don't think that you need. Okay, so paid batches is something which you pay for, okay, and free batches is nothing, but this is a kind of batch that has been there. Like this is a kind of classes that are going on. It's a kind of collective classes we are bringing. Okay, so this is a free batch which is going on, free of cost. You need not to pay anything here. Paid batches, as in which goes in the plus session, in the plus classes, as in on the platform of the Oliveboard, as in when you pay for it, you will get access of static portion, maybe the kind of weekly compilation that I take of PIB and the other aspects also. In the quality basis, what is that kind of question as well? All right, so in the quality basis, this is when I talk about the free batches, of course this is nowhere we have compromised at all. Okay, whatever we are providing here, we are providing there as well. So this is a kind of qualitative, as in when I talk about quality, whatever portion you get on YouTube, we never compromise with the quality. But in paid classes, you get some extra material. In paid classes, you get some extra kind of sources as well. Maybe students there can directly reach out to us whenever they have questions, their answers will be evaluated. In free batches, you never get this kind of opportunity. So in free batches, you get extra kind of resources. Otherwise, whatever we are providing here, the quality is always equal. Okay, in paid classes, I take weekly sessions as well, which I do not take on YouTube in the free batches, but I take those classes in the paid batches. So quality is never compromised. But when I talk about the paid batches, they get some extra material, they get some extra benefit as they've paid for it already. Okay, so this is what is the kind of answer here. All right, so the correct answer is E, that includes all of the above. Next question says, okay, so this is an information about trips, so basic information about it, maybe if you can just go through it as well. Okay, now next question is again on sovereign gold bond initiative. Now this says sovereign gold bond can be used as a collateral for availing loans. Discounting of rupees 50 per gram is applicable when applying online. Minors cannot invest in sovereign gold bonds even if their guardians apply. There is a possibility of capital loss if gold prices decline, although the nominal value is protected. Which one is the correct answer here? Is it 2, 3, 4 only, 1, 2, 4 only, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, if all of the above? Which one is the correct answer? Sorry. Which one is the correct answer? Is it A, B, C, D, E? Just take your time and give the correct answer. I won't say correct answer even, just give your answers. Okay, 33rd ka C. Alright, so B, which includes 1, 2 as well as 4 is the correct answer here. When I talk about the third one, minors can invest through the this particular portion here. So that is what they have written as wrong. But okay, I'll check it once. I again doubt in this particular question. I'll check it once and I'll let you know. Okay, this is still doubtful. So just I'm putting asterisk here. I'll check it again and I'll tell you the correct answer again. Okay. So which mobile application has been developed to assist farmers by providing quick access to weather forecast, market prices, dealer contacts, and agro adversities as well, and IPM practices. E-Suvidha, Mobile Kisan, Farmers Help, Kisan Suvidha, or fir Nota, none of the above. Which one is the correct answer? Rahul says C of the previous question. I am doubtful about the previous, the correct answer that has been uploaded on the Oliveboard's app. I'm still doubtful about it. I'll check it again and I'll let you know. Okay. Okay, Satyam says A and Rahul says B. Okay, Satyam has also said B. All right, D, that is Kisan Suvidha is the correct answer. Was launched in by the government of India to provide easy access to farming related. It offers current, 5-day, future, weather kind of things. And now recently in the morning only, I was reading one article which is I think present in PIB as well. They are actually talking about integrating AI in the farming initiatives, as in the farming sector, so that they can get to know about the farmer, about the weather prediction. Maybe 10 days before, maybe 20 days before only, so that whenever such condition arises, maybe adversities arises, so that they can already in advance they can get to know, and they can take multiple steps to protect their crop. So maybe they can ask you simply a question related to that as well. Now, which of the following mobile application are part of the Digital India mission in the healthcare? Kilkari, Anmol, E-Sanjeevani, Nikshay, ya fir is it all of the above? Which one is the correct answer? E-Sanjeevani, Kilkari or Anmol? Sure, I'll share that particular article on on my Telegram channel. Okay, all right, so all of the above, E is the correct answer. Next question says, which of the following benefits were announced in the Union Budget 21-23 for startups? So we get to know that this particular initiatives are also important, which have been taken in the Union Budget as well. Maybe related to this also, they can ask you a question on agricultural sector as well, because they've this time they're focused on Dhan Dhanya Yojana as well, and they've focused on the Makhana board and the other initiatives also. So specific focus is on bringing the first engine. Of course, they have talked about the agricultural sector as well. So maybe a related question can be asked. Residency limit for setting up a one-person company has been reduced from 182 days to 120 days. Loans from 10 lakh to 50 lakh will be provided to women, SC, ST for brownfield. Extension of eligibility period for startups to claim tax holiday by one more year till 31st March 2022 has been accessed. Definition of small companies have been revised, which includes paid up capital limit has been raised from 50 lakh to 2 crores. Turnover limit has been raised from 2 crore to 10 crores. Is it 2 and 4 only, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, या फिर 2 and 3 only? Which one is the correct answer? 37th का A. Rahul, do you want to answer this question? Rahul, do you want to answer this question? All right. So B, that includes 1, 3 and 4 is the correct answer here. Next question says that, now again people have to tell me which one is the best match here. The first statement says Mr. X, a street vendor, wants 10,000 as a working capital for upgradation of his business. Government of India has started surveying and mapping with improvised technology in Mumbai's Dharavi to resolve property-related disputes. Now, Government of India will pay the EPF contribution for both employer and employee for employees earning less than 12,500. Now, the scheme says Swamitva scheme is the one, Swanidhi Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. Which one is the one here? Is it A, B, C, D, E? Now, first is related to street vendors. So, street vendors is related to what? Now, remember that this year Swanidhi initiative, or this, when I talk about the Swanidhi initiative, a kind of extension has been given to it. Okay, so again, this is in news, high chances that a question can be asked on it. Okay, all right. So I think Satyat says A and Rahul also says A. All right. So B, which includes wait. First ka third. Okay. The answer has been given, the answer which is given there is wrong one, because first is with second Swanidhi. Of course, when it comes on to the second initiative, that is Government of India. So of course the third one, the first one, Swamitva initiative, and then we are having 3. All right. So first one, A, is the correct answer here. Okay, so just rectify it. Okay, so I don't know what they have written, but the correct answer here is A. Okay, so just rectify it. Okay, they have written the wrong one, that is B. the correct answer here is, because when I talk about the street vendor, it correctly matches with Swanidhi initiative. That is the reason I have told you. And when I talk about the other initiatives also, the correct matches I've written here only. So A is the correct one. Okay. Next question is regarding the Operation Green, that is considered the following statements. Operation Green is subsumed under Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana. The scheme will be extended only to tomato as well as potato. Establishment of mega food parks in northeast India is part of this particular initiative. It will help to promote agri exports from India. Which of the following statements are the correct one? Okay, I did not read the entire answer again, but I think this is the correct answer, which is A only. Okay, so whatever is the mistake, I'll read it again and I'll rectify it. Okay, but A is the correct answer. All right. So which is the correct answer here to this particular question? Is it 2 and 3 only, 1 and 4 only, 1 and 3 only, 3 and 4 only, or all of the above? Which one is the correct answer? Is it A, B, C, D, E? I think Satyat has already given me the answer here, A. Alright, so B, which includes 1 and 4, is the correct answer here. Okay. Next is the information about Sampada Yojana, Operation Greens here. So you can just go through it. Next question says, which of the following are correct regarding the objective of the recently enacted labor codes in India? Remunerating contract workers at the same rate as regular workers for similar work. Were they allowed for it? Were the rate all same? Protect of interest of gig workers, migrant workers, and of course platform workers were also introduced here. Next option says, promote gender equality by allowing women workers to work at night subject to obtaining their consent, and delegitimize strikes in India. Which one is the correct option? Which one is the correct answer? Rahul says, Satyat says B and Rahul says B. Alright. So B is the correct answer here, which includes second and third only. Good. Now next question says, an interim economic outlook report that has been published here, providing an assessment of the global recovery trajectory following the significant economic disruptions which have been witnessed in the recent times. The report examines key trends which have been observed across various nations, focusing especially on the different policy tools deployed to support economic stabilization. Special attention has been given to the measures that are undertaken to assist small and medium-sized enterprises, which have been amongst the most vulnerable sectors during the periods of the financial strain. Among these strategies, government-backed mechanism to ease credit access have been widely adopted across large number of countries. The report also underlines how international economic ties are becoming increasingly crucial, suggesting that the fortunes of traditionally strong economies are now more closely intertwined with the performance of emerging evolving markets. As economies become more interconnected, the success rate or failure of one region could have wider ripple effects globally. Now remember, this ripple effect is very important. Moreover, the document offers forecast for individual countries' economic growth, reflecting optimism in some regions that are on a path to a stronger rebound. Notably, it highlights the growth expectations for specific countries in the coming financial year, considering factors like domestic policy initiatives, vaccination efforts, and the external demand recovery. Along with that, lastly, the report points out the nations that are expected to play significant roles in addressing broader and the global challenges as well. So, which of the following organization has released the report which has been mentioned in the passage here? Is it World Bank Economic, Global Economic Prospects, IMF World Economic Outlook, OECD Economic Outlook, World Economic Forum Global Competitiveness Report, if a WTO World Trade Monitoring Report? Which one is the one? Rahul and Satyat both says B. Alright, so C, which includes OECD Economic Outlook, is the correct answer here. Okay, so C is the correct one. Next question says, what was the most common measure that was taken by the government around the world, adopted by 77% of them, to help cash-strapped small businesses? Moratorium in loan payments, decrease in interest rate, cash flow loans, public loan guarantee, or again, NOTA. Which one is the correct answer here? Which one is the correct answer here? Satyat says B. All right. So D is the correct answer, which is public, loan guarantee. All right. Next question says, as per the passage, growing economic interdependence means the socio-economic prospects of OECD countries will be ever more tightly linked to what? Benefits of developing as well as transition economies, benefit of developed economies only, benefit, of volatile economies only, benefit of developed economies only, or again not a. Satyat says B. Anyone else who wants to answer this question? Anyone else who wants to answer this question? A. All right. So A is the correct answer. Good. Next question says, now again, as per the report which has been mentioned here in the passage, what is the GDP projection for the India for fiscal year 21-22? I think the paragraph is all same. Correct. 8%, 14%, 10, 12.6, F and 9.5. Rahul also says A. So I am assuming that you have given me the answer of the previous question, Rahul. Now give me the correct answer of this 44th question. Anyone here? Satyat says, okay, D. All right. So D is the correct answer, which is 12.6%. Good. What of the following countries is mentioned as a major contributor to controlling population and environmental stress? USA, UK, Canada, China, or Mexico? Is it E? Anyone else who wants to answer this question? Anyone else who wants to answer this question? B. All right. So D, that is China, is the correct answer here. Next question says, to provide financial assistance to small and marginal farmers across India, a government-backed initiative was launched with the aim of supporting rural households in managing, agricultural expenses as well as sustaining their livelihoods as well. Now, this scheme ensures the direct transfer of monetary assistance into the bank accounts of eligible farmer failures in installments throughout the year. Now, over the years, the program has expanded its coverage to include all land-holding farmers, although specific exclusions apply based on the economic as well as professional status. In December 2020 only, the scheme marked a significant milestone when substantial sum was credited into the accounts of millions of beneficiary farmers. Now, these timely transfers have played a crucial role in stabilizing the rural economy, especially during the periods of distress such as pandemic. Beneficiaries receive a fixed annual beneficial benefit that is released in 3 equal installments, supporting them in buying seeds, fertilizers and other agricultural inputs as well. Now, the eligibility criteria here, while broad, also emphasize ensuring that economically well-off individuals do not unduly benefit. Certain categories of individuals such as constitutional post holders, professional engagement in high income professionalism and institutional landholder are explicitly excluded. Importantly, these objectives is to target genuine small and marginal farmers who depend largely on the agricultural for their livelihoods. Direct benefit transfer is also mentioned here, and they are trying to prevent leakages, and they are trying to implement the things on a broader initiative. Now, in December 2020, approximately how much money was credited into the accounts of the beneficiaries farmers under this mentioned scheme? 13,000, 35,000, 18,000, 10,000 if not a. Which one is the one? Okay, so I think you people have already given me the answers there. All right, so C, that is 18,000 is the correct answer. Next question says, which of the following categories of individuals are excluded from availing the benefits under this particular initiative? Which of the following statements are correct? Former and present holders of the constitutional post, all institutional landholders, serving or retired officers and employees of central, state government ministries, offices or departments, individuals who paid income tax in the last assessment year, professionals like doctors, engineers, lawyers, CAs and architects who are practicing here. Which one is the correct answer? 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if not a. Which one is the correct answer? 47th ka B. Alright, D is the correct answer, which includes every aspect here. Under this particular initiative, farmers receive a fixed monetary benefit every year. How much amount is disbursed annually to each eligible family, farmer family? 10,000, 6,000, 8,000, 12,000 if you're not a B. All right. So 6,000 is the correct one. Good. Now this is a question on AMRUT mission. Okay. This is a question on AMRUT mission, which clearly says that AMRUT was initiated by the Indian government to strengthen urban infrastructure and to enhance the quality of life in the cities. One of its key feature in the formulation of specified plan by each state to identify and prioritize developmental projects on an annual basis. Under this particular initiative, financial support from the central government is provided to the states, that is based on the predefined sharing formula. AMRUT mainly focuses on ensuring that households in urban areas receive a steady water supply, proper severages, and it also emphasizes promoting on sustainability urban mobility, especially through the encouragement on non-motorized transport options, and aims to improve the city's aesthetics by developing open spaces, public parks, urban governance reforms, and service level improvements were also one of the key components targeted under this particular mission. Recently, second phase of the mission was introduced to build upon achievements of the first phase and extended its benefits to additional cities. The extension aims to ensure continuity of works under the progress and expanding of the coverage. Considering the evolving urban needs, additionally, cities were encouraged to adopt innovative financing methods like issuing of the municipal bonds to ensure sustainable funding for urban projects. By combining infrastructure development with the governance reforms, the mission aspires to make the urban spaces worth of living, okay, to make them the worth of living here. Now this is every information about it. Recently 10 years of AMRUT mission has been completed. That is the reason a question can be asked. Okay, every information is written here only, so I request as and when I'll share the PDF with all of you, just go through each and every information that is written here. Now tell me, under the AMRUT mission, what does abbreviation SAP stands for? State Annual Action Plan, Sovereign Annual Action Plan, State Augmented Action Plan, Scheme Action Annual Plan if not a. Satyat says A. Alright, so A, that is State Annual Action Plan, is the correct one. So simple questions are also asked. All you need to do have a clarity here. What is the financial contribution ratio between the central and the state government under AMRUT mission for general category states? 60-40, 50-50, 70-30, 80-20 if in not a. Which one is the correct answer? Okay. Satyat says A and Rahul also says A. Alright, A is the correct answer, which is 60-40. Good. Next question says that identify the incorrect statement among the following regarding the primary objective of AMRUT: guaranteeing household level water supply and sewerage access, enhancing urban greenery and recreational spaces, safeguarding the sole character related to public transport services, reducing pollution by promoting non-motorized motorized modes of travel. If not a. Incorrect one. Which is the incorrect one here? Okay, Satyarth says A, Rahul says E. All right. So C, which is safeguarding the sole character related to public transport services, is the kind of indirect, the incorrect one. Which scheme was replaced by launch of AMRUT scheme? Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, AMRUT 2.0, Hriday, Jawaharlal National Urban Renewable Energy, या फिर नोटा? It's okay, completely okay. But in paper, just ensure that you read the entire statement. You read that which one is the incorrect one. Okay. In paper, just ensure that. 51st ka C. All right. So this is D, which is Jawaharlal Nehru National, Okay. So this is the correct answer. AMRUT was the one who replaced this JNNURM. I thought they are asking that, I took a pause here so that I can get to know that if they are talking about AMRUT 2.0 or the previous one here. Okay. Correct. Correct. Next question says, by how many additional years was the initial timeline of the AMRUT scheme extended? 3 years, 2 years, 5 years, 4 years, if again not a. Which one is the correct answer? Come on, be very quick. 53rd ka C. All right. So C, which is 5 years, is the correct answer. Good. Next question says, now in an effort to fine tune liquidity management, this is the most important one question here. Fine tune liquidity management operations, RBI has introduced new measures to take liquidity distribution. Okay, remember each and every line is very important here. To introduce new measures to make liquidity distribution more efficient and responsive. Among these initiatives is a shift towards long-term instruments, okay, is a shift towards long-term instruments to manage enduring liquidity conditions using dynamic rates instead of the fixed one. So this is another hint for all of you, dynamic rates instead of the fixed one. These operations are designed to coincide with important regulatory maintenance periods, ensuring that liquidity is injected or absorbed as needed to maintain monetary stability. That is what is the purpose of RBI as well, to bring to bring stability in the market. Along with that, a significant adjustment has been made regarding the external benchmarks, as in central benchmark rate, which is used to access money market conditions. The movement of short-term rates relative to this benchmark now plays a crucial role in indicating whether liquidity is surplus or deficit. Now, this the signal mechanism helps the central bank determine when intervention is necessary. To complement the traditional tools such as open market operation, the RBI has explored alternative strategies involving cross-market financial instruments. The adjustments making aim to provide flexibility, enhancing transparency, and ensure that liquidity remains supportive of overall economic goals. The evolving framework represents a more calibrated as well as forward-looking approach, balancing growth support with the inflation containment. Which one is the one? Now they are asking about, or maybe which kind of new liquidity managed tool was adopted by the RBI here. Is it open market operation, long-term repo rate operation, forex swaps, long-term reverse repo rate operation, या फिर NOTA? Okay, Satyat says B, correct. B is the correct answer, which talks about long-term repo operations. Okay, they have given you hint as well for the long-term operation. So this is the correct one. Next question says the passage discusses movement in benchmark rates. Which is the correct interpretation of such movements here? RBI plans to loosen monetary policy. RBI will signal liquidity surplus deficit based on the rate fluctuations. A call rate which is above the benchmark shows liquidity shortage. A call rate which is below benchmark indicates excess liquidity. For example, when I talk about call rate, this is also very important to understand. Call rate in my static portion, I have told you many a times. Call rate means, for example, there is one individual, there is one bank who is in need of money, and he calls another bank for money for a shorter period of time, for the overnight purposes only. So I'll quickly call my friend, right, that I am in need of money, just give me. So that is what is the simplest form to understand what is call rate and to retain in your mind as well. Now, when I talk about weighted average, rate here, weighted average call rate here, adjusted call rate here. So this clearly shows that if that call rate is, if it is above than the benchmark, it means there is a shortage which is going on, है ना? When I talk about the call rate, अगर वो ज़्यादा होगा, तो मैं क्यों ज़्यादा चार्ज करूँगी किसी को? अगर मेरे पास कोई भी कुछ सामान लेने आ रहा है, मैं क्यों उसको चार्ज करूंगी? क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं जो सप्लाई है पीछे से कम है. So of course this is the statement which shows here. And as in when I talk about the call rate which is below the benchmark, it means I have amount of money with me, and I have given them ease here that just to increase liquidity in the market. So Satyat says C, correct. C is the correct answer, which involves second, third, and fourth. And I hope that I've told you the explanation of it as well. Now the liquidity operations which are mentioned are now primarily linked to which reference rate? Repo rate, call money rate, reverse repo rate, weighted average call rate, या फिर NOTA? Just answer this very correctly. There are two confusing terms here: call money rate या फिर weighted average call rate. Rest of the portion you will be able to exclude. D, which is weighted average call rate, is the correct one, and not A. Okay. D is the correct one. Why? Because they have talked about call rate, right? They have talked about call rate here because this is a kind of benchmark that we rely on. Now, the new term liquidity operations are aligned with which cycle to ensure systematic liquidity balance? Is it cash reserve ratio, statutory liquidity ratio, cash deposit ratio, credit deposit ratio, या फिर NOTA? Which one is the correct answer? Okay, 57th ka A. All right, A is the correct answer. Good. Next question says, according to the Economic Survey 2020-21, India's real GDP was projected to grow by 11% in the financial year 21-22 and the nominal GDP by 15.4%, marking the highest growth since independence. Which of the following was cited as a primary reason for its optimistic projection? Is it elevated consumer sentiment across Indian industries, lower fuel and energy prices providing a competitive advantage, soft retail inflation allowing the RBI to ease monetary policy for gradual normalization of activities that is supported by the COVID-19 vaccination rollout? All of the above. Which one is the correct answer? Satyat says E. All right. So D is the correct answer, which is gradual normalization of economic activities, which is supported by COVID-19 vaccination rollout. So D is the correct answer. Next question says, now 2030 agenda of sustainable development goals has been agreed upon all of the 193 member countries, was officially adopted which of the following bodies? Is it ECOSOC, is it UNSC, is it United Nations Secretariat, UNGA, or फिर NOTA again? Remember, this year also it is in news. Recently we have achieved 99th position according to the global aspect, so that is also something which is very important to recognize. Rahul says E. Anyone else who wants to answer this question? D. All right, D is the correct answer. Good. Next question says, which of the following are considered benefits of the foreign trade and investment? It improves efficient allocation of resources, promotes healthy competition among firms, it facilitates the international distribution of technology, enhances environmental protection. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, if all of the above. Which one is the correct answer? A. Satyat also says A. All right, A is the correct answer. So all right, thank you so much. We are done with the question. We are done with the previous year question analysis. We are done with 2024. We are done with 2023, 22, 21 is all completed. And I think based on this information only, you people could have got an idea कि किस तरीके के questions पूछे जाते हैं. Now this is a full stop here. Okay. From Wednesday, I'll be starting with schemes, that is ministry wise schemes. Okay, so I request you all to attend those classes as well, क्योंकि अगर मैं यहाँ पे schemes की बात करूँ तो हमने analyze क्या करा previous question से कि schemes के ऊपर ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा जो questions है वो पूछे जाते हैं. ठीक है, so it is important for both NABARD individuals as well as RBI individuals as well. Okay, RBI candidates as well. So from Wednesday we will be starting that. Along with that, if the questions get ready, of course I'll ensure that I will take questions right from Wednesday only. I'll start taking questions on GA as well. That is, we have ensured here that we have to take 1000 plus questions, right? So we'll start taking. Yes, the timing is going to be same here. My classes, the extra classes kind of thing, are going to be are fixed at 12 o'clock only. So of course I'll be taking classes at 12 o'clock only. Okay, every class. Otherwise I'll let you know on my Telegram channel as well. Clear? So we will be starting with Ministry of Agriculture. That is, again I'm telling you, we will be starting with Ministry of Agriculture. Okay. Okay, I'll recheck it. I'll recheck it and I'll let you know. Okay. If it is scheduled at 2 p.m, so I'll let you know as well. Okay. Maybe then 12 p.m. will be for GA, but I'll let you know. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining the session. Now I'll meet you on Wednesday at the same time. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you.